Hey, good afternoon. Russell Hotels going live just for a couple of minutes. You guys know how I do it. This is a daily check-in. I do this Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So happy Thursday, everyone. Today is Thursday, June 20th, 2024. And, I'm Russell Hotels, right? So I do these daily check-ins talking about a hodgepodge of things in the hospitality industry, and today will be no exception, right? So always have a topic that I go over. I got like 10 points to go over, things that hotel employees appreciate. Normally I'm talking about hotels, I'm talking about things, sales related things, but today I'm talking about what do the employees appreciate from the guest. Okay, that's what I'm going to talk about today. But before I get to that, hold on one second. Let me put my glasses on. Let me make sure that I am live on the platforms I'm supposed to be live on. Sometimes I get the notifications, sometimes I do not. So hold on one second and let's take a look. Okay, so I am live on LinkedIn. There we go. And I'm pretty sure I'm live on um, YouTube. If I'm not, I guess nothing I can do about it now, right? So I'm already started, but you always just want to know that you're live on those platforms. And let me just turn on my comments. So feel free to make comments. It's all about engagement, interaction. That's what I get off on, right? I get off on interaction and engagement. I mean, that's what I want. That's what we need. In order to build like a community, you need engagement and positive and negative, right? So you gotta take the good with the bad sometimes. And I'm here for all of that, but mostly good. But you want to throw some bad stuff in there every now and then, that's okay. I'm here for it. So anyway, so the comments are open, so feel free to make your comments. And once again, today the hotel in the backdrops, as I change scenes, will be the Cambria Hotel, who did their grand opening. I was there for the grand opening. I'm gonna say back in March of this year. So there you go. I just how I look through old photos and whatever old photos. I mean, these are from earlier this year, right? So like, you know what? I like the Cambria. Whole different. I never experienced the Cambria brand before, so it was new to me. So, I learned a little bit, more about uh, Choice Hotels because Cambria is under the Choice Hotel brand of hotels. So there you go. So check it out. If you're interested, Cambria is at the Cambria. I'm sorry, Burbank Airport. So it's right next to the Burbank Airport. So brand new property, beautiful property. Um, Select service. I always say don't sleep on those select service hotels. This is one of them. Okay, so anyway, let's get into something else here. I'm just talking. These daily check-ins don't have to be that long. They're normally between 20 and 30 minutes, and I try to keep them to that. Unless I have comments and engagement, then I don't have a problem with going over, right? But normally I don't talk that much where I have that much content for 20 to 30 minutes. Actually, I do, but I try to keep it short. Okay, so but the blog, okay, so go to my blog. I keep saying this every day that I do a daily check-in or on air with Russell of Hotels, which is on every Tuesday at 1 o'clock, just in case you did not know. Same platform. You ain't got to change. Same platforms. So I've been talking about my blog, right? So go to my blog, which is on my website, russellofhotels.com. You'll see the latest stuff that I've been posting. In fact, you'll see 10 things hotel employees appreciate. That's what I'm going to talk about today. And it's actually on there already. And let me just, let me just tell you some of the, hold on one second. Some of the things that are on there that I just posted as of recently. So, I don't know why I don't have this kind of queued up already. Doesn't make sense, does it? That I don't have that queued up. There's a nice ring to it. Okay, so the blog. Okay, so these are the last couple of topics that I put on my blog, so you can go back at your leisure and just check them out. 10 things hotel employees appreciate from hotel guests. That's one. Which hotels offer the most for the least amount of money? That was yesterday's. So that was yesterday's daily check-in. 5 things hotel sales teams should be doing to increase hotel sales. That was earlier this week. 5 reasons why AI is good for the travel industry. Okay, that's a good one. To achieve sales success, it is essential to first establish brand awareness. That's another topic. These are all easy reads. Doesn't take you long to read, but you may learn something too. AI and the guest experience in hotels. 5 reasons why guests should embrace AI. And the last one, I'll just go over. Well, there's two. Unrealistic expectations in hotel sales in market segments. All the salespeople would love this one, okay? Because there's sometimes some unrealistic expectations out there, right? You guys know what I mean. You don't have to say anything. You have to make comments. I've been there and I know. Even as a director of sales, a former director of sales, I received, some unrealistic expectations, right? And then we have to sign off on giving that to our people, right? And if you know your people in their market segments, sometimes ahead of time that it's going to be tough for them to make this stuff. Sometimes you got to fight for that stuff, right? You got to fight, meaning ownership, management companies or whatever, and say, hey, this is not realistic, right? And sometimes they understand and maybe they bend a little bit, and sometimes ownership gets involved and they're like, well, it is what it is. That's what it's going to be. I'm like, is what it is, okay? Unrealistic expectations and goals. Come on now. And then also I talked about navigating the impact strategies to offset $1 billion loss to OTA bookings in 2023. You guys got to check these out, right? So if you're not familiar with my blog, go to russellofhotels.com, go to the blog section. You just see, it's a drop down. Just go click and then you'll see blog. Boom. There you go. Scroll down and you'll see all the information. So I just want to make sure that I promote the blog, right? It's my blog, right? And if I don't promote it, who else is going to promote it? And shame on me if I don't do it, right? So it's all about brand awareness, all about letting people know what you do, what you bring to the table, what educational aspects are there. And these are some educational aspects that you don't have to be a hotel person. You could be someone that's kind of novice or maybe just stays in hotels like, how do these things operate? How do hotels work? What do they deal with internally? Well, these are some of the things that we think about, or I think about as a consultant, but people think about as they're working there, and maybe even what guests think about. So anyway, so that's what it's all about, right? So let's move on to the topic at hand. Boom. 10 things hotel employees appreciate from guests. And sometimes they don't often get this. So, I'm always on the hotel, the guests and all this stuff. I go back and forth on, I'm talking about guests, I'm talking about employees, I'm talking about salespeople, I'm talking about management, I'm talking about ownership, I'm talking about all that stuff. Well, these are things that the hotel employees appreciate from the guests. Because the guests can be something else, right? The guests can go in there and just cut a monkey. You know what I mean? That means act up, okay? So somebody out there like, what the heck did he just say? I'm going to have to rewind that and hear what he said again. Sometimes people go in there and act a plumb fool, okay? Now, speaking of guests, right? Been there, done. No, I've been there as an employee, receiving some of the stuff from guests, right? So these are just 10 things that hotel employees appreciate from guests, right? So just remember, and this is not just at the front desk. This is in housekeeping. This is wherever you encounter guests. Okay, you can encounter guests as soon as you park your car, or maybe you drive up to valet, or walk in the entrance, and maybe someone opens the door for you. You encounter guests right away, right? So it doesn't matter what department they're in, but they all want to feel some kind of way, right? And it's not a negative thing, right? So anyway, let's jump into it. So I have 10 real quick ones. Don't worry. They're going to be fun too. Number 1, politeness and respect. Really? Some of these things are like, go without saying, but you would be surprised, people come in there with attitudes. You know what I mean? And we all know, if we worked in hotels, you all know, sometimes guests know this too, but they're never going to admit it. And sometimes they have to have an out of body experience. Like, what? Act like that? Maybe I did one time. Maybe I need to rethink how I approach, certain things when I go to a hotel. Because, you get more things if you're nice than if you were being a butthead. Okay. So once again, 10 things that hotel employees appreciate from hotel guests. Number 1, politeness and respect. Example of that, greeting hotel staff with a friendly hello. That's nice, right? That's easy. And using please and thank you in your interactions. This thing goes back like to kindergarten, right? Before kindergarten, you teach our kids, please and thank you, hello, please and thank you kind of thing. But you just be amazed how adults come in there and just act up. Okay, I mean it is what it is. Why should they do this? Politeness and respect go a long way in creating a positive atmosphere and encouraging staff to provide excellent service. So if you walk up to the front desk, I'm just saying front desk, if you walk up to the front desk and you just, I need this and I need that, or this didn't work and that, greet people first like they matter, right? Because they're the ones that are going to take care of you. Whatever your need is, they are the ones that can help you, that can assist you, that will solve that problem that you're having, right? So make sure you have politeness and respect when you approach a hotel employee. Okay. Number 2, clear communication. Clearly state your needs. What do you need? No, what do you need? Let me know what you need. I can't help you unless I know what you need. Clearly state your needs, preferences, and any special requests at check-in or during your stay. So yeah, when you check in, make sure, it's okay to ask for certain things, but, be polite about it, right? Like, I need this, I need that. No, just, what, I requested a microwave oven, just in case they didn't have a microwave. I requested a microwave oven in my room. Do you know if that's being arranged, or has it been arranged? Let me check on that. See how easy it was. I requested I want to make sure I got a microwave in my room. It's 2 different ways, right? There are 2 different ways to approach someone, right? Clear communication, be respectful. You can ask about it. These are my preferences. You can tell them what they are. Sometimes, when you make the reservation, if you make it online, there's a certain line for notes and preferences and things like that, or requests, special requests or whatever. Need a rollaway bed, need a crib, need a microwave oven or whatever the heck it is, right? Need a bucket of ice, whatever the heck it is. Upon arrival, I need this. Just let them know, but have clear communication and always use politeness and respect. Woo, boy. Number 3, patience. I always say this: pack your patience. Somewhere in that bag that you have, make sure there's some patience in there as well, okay? Because sometimes we forget about that. We don't have that at all. We leave that at home, but no. That's the first thing you should pack. And it's probably the first thing you should unpack when you get there, right? Patience, okay? Have patience with the people at the front desk. Remember, they're offering assistance to other people too. So you're not the only one that's there, okay? So let's just remember that. Waiting patiently during busy check-in times or requesting assistance. Okay, so be patient during the time. Why should you be patient? Staff members are often multitasking and attending to multiple guests. Patience helps them manage their tasks without added stress. Yeah, people get stressed out behind that front desk. You may not know that, or in the restaurant or whatever. They got a whole bunch of people in there, and they just keep putting people in my section and this and that, whatever. If I get one more request for whatever, salt and pepper, I'm gonna scream. Can I have some salt and pepper? That kind of thing. So just show patience, right? You're in a restaurant, if you're, at the front desk, if you need something from the front desk staff, whatever it is, just have patience. They will get it taken care of, okay? So there's no need to go off or anything like that, okay? There you go. Number 4, respect for the property. Example of that would be taking care of the room and amenities, not causing damage, and following hotel rules. No smoking in room. Some people will smoke in non-smoking rooms. Well, I don't know how many hotels in different cities throughout the United States still allow smoking in rooms, right? I know I'm just going to speak from California, but I think every hotel, I travel East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, doesn't matter. There's always non-smoking rooms. I don't think they even have smoking rooms anymore. So anyway, but they do have designated smoking areas. So make sure if you're a smoker, seek out those areas. That's the only place you can smoke, okay? Is it our fault that you have that, smoking habit? That's on you. If you want to do that, that's fine. But make sure, because there's more people that don't smoke than people that do, okay? So make sure you find those designated areas where you can smoke, and that's where you should smoke. I remember as a hotel manager, whatever, front office manager, general manager, whatever, you would always get called. Someone, so and so smoking in their room, right? And you got to go up there and investigate because a guest below them or on side of them smelled it, right? So we go in there and say, excuse me, sir, I've got a complaint that someone's smoking in the room. Oh yeah, but I was smoking on the balcony. Isn't that in the room? That's attached to the room, sir. It's attached to the room, and please refrain from smoking. Well, no, I can smoke. It's just outside. No, the designated smoking area is downstairs, like 500 feet from the building or something like that. I can't remember what, 50 feet, 500 feet, whatever the heck it is. But they will argue that it's okay to smoke on the balcony. Okay, sir, go. If you continue to smoke, we will assess that $300 smoking fee. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Well, no, I'm not gonna do it. Well, okay. Now all of a sudden, when you throw dollars and cents out there, they understand what you're saying. So anyway, if you smoke and there's a balcony, that's still part of the room. Okay, it's still attached to the room, so that's part of it, right? So when the hotel says we have a no smoking policy in the guest rooms, make sure you adhere to that. Okay, so that goes with that respect for the property. So make sure you have respect for the property, respect the rules, whatever those are. Don't go in there trashing the rooms. I've seen that too, where people will do. I mean, people do the darndest things in hotel rooms. I can go on and on about the things when you're in housekeeping, what I witnessed. Okay, and I'll just throw a couple things out there from people, urinating out on the side of their bed, right to the carpet, to feces being thrown all over the room. Okay, yeah, that sounds nasty, right? But yeah, that did happen, and it does happen. A lot of stuff, I'm sure other people have stories too, but these are my stories. This is what I've experienced. You wouldn't believe the stuff that I've seen as a housekeeping manager, things that happen, things that you find. I remember someone was counterfeiting money. They had a printer that was printing up money that it looked. I mean, just first glance, you'll be like, you'll give it a second look, like, what is that? Is that money real? Is that real? I mean, but they were printing money in their room. They were counterfeiting money. We had to call the cops, and they called FBI and all this kind of stuff. So, I mean, believe me, a lot of stuff going on. So respect the property, and that means, your illegal activities. If you bring your illegal activities to a hotel room, that's not respecting the property, right? It may not be defacing and trashing a room, but you're doing some illegal activities that if once we find out, you're going to be escorted out. You know what I mean? So have respect for the property. You don't have to go to hotels to do every single thing, right? But believe me, I think I can write a book on the stuff that I witnessed. A lot of people can, but definitely, whew, boy, don't get me started. So have respect for the property. And then number 5 is tipping. Example of that, offering a gratuity to housekeeping, bellmen, or other service staff for the efforts. Why? Tipping is a tangible way to show appreciation for good service, and it can significantly boost staff morale. Yeah, if you got a tip, like, yeah, that shows that I did a good job cleaning the room. I always make sure I tip the housekeeping staff. So I think it's like, I don't know, I think I do $2 a day or something like that. I mean, something like that. I mean, you can do as much as you want. That's up to you. But I think the very minimum I do is like $2 a day. I'm just saying, I don't remember what the rule of thumb is. It could be more now. Maybe I need to look in, maybe I need to adjust that. But, $2 to $5 a day. Okay, I think that's okay, right? What do you guys think? Let me know. So these are 10 things hotel employees appreciate from guests. Okay, so that's the first 5. Last 5, providing feedback. We always love feedback. Do we love the feedback? Giving constructive feedback about your stay through hotel surveys or directly to the management. Yeah, so you can either, because you're going to get a survey when you check out. It's going to go via online. They used to hand them over to guests, and then they fill them out at the front desk, or, hey, take this and fill this out. Now they get them via email. Okay, I get them all the time, and I make sure I do provide, my feedback. I think it's a good thing that you do that. Positive feedback encourages staff, while constructive criticism helps the hotel improve its services. Yeah, if there's if we're neglecting some things and we don't know about it, the pool area was trashed, between, 9 and 11 p.m., oh, okay, well, maybe we need to put an extra staff member on to clean up the pool during that area, what I mean, or during that time. So just make sure no feedback is bad feedback, I don't think. I think that we just need to know, or hotels need to know this stuff. So it's okay to do feedback. Number 7, following hotel procedures. Example of that, check out on time. If checkout time is at 11 o'clock, well, you should be out at 11 o'clock unless you made some arrangements with the front desk, like, hey, can I have a late checkout? And normally you can't get a late checkout unless you're what? A loyalty member. When you're a loyalty member, they'll give you some leeway. They'll say, hey, yeah, you can check out at 1 o'clock. Checkout's at 11, but hey, we'll extend it. Oh, you're a loyalty member, Mr. Edmond? Okay, yeah, we'll give you till 1 o'clock. That happens all the time. So, but if you're not a loyalty member, you're at the mercy of whoever answered that phone, and sometimes like, oh no, you gotta check out. Sorry, 11 o'clock, can't extend it. We're gonna charge you if they come in the room and you're still there. We're gonna charge you. They do that. That sometimes happens. What about pool hours? Make sure you adhere to the pool hours as well, because it could be a noise factor, and complying with safety protocols. They'll be running up and down hallways or running, on the deck of the pool and things like that. Those are things you should not do. Following procedures helps the hotel run smoothly and ensures that services are available to all guests as intended. Very good. I like that. Number 8, minimizing noise. Example, keeping noise levels down in hallways and rooms. I just mentioned that, especially late at night. Yeah, everybody doesn't need to hear your noise or what's going on, you're fighting and all that stuff. We get enough of that stuff. We don't need any more of that. Then that's when security gets deployed up there, and then who knows what's going to happen from there. So minimize your noise. Every hotel, I don't care where it is, every hotel has I don't say a curfew, but a time when you should bring it down. Normally about 9:30, 10 p.m., something like that. But I guess it depends on the nature or the guests that are inside, right, or that are in house. Because I used to have a couple hotels we had crew rooms, airline crew rooms, like pilots and flight attendants. Now the pilots were required to get a certain amount of sleep, certain amount of hours of sleep. Like I want to say it's 9 to 10 hours, something like that. So you didn't want to put anyone that potentially was going to be loud on those floors, right? Sometimes you couldn't help it and you did it anyway. And guess what? You start hearing it from the pilot. And then when you hear from the pilots, you're going to hear from the person that plans this, to put the pilots there, the pilot's representative or whatever. You're going to get a call from them. So make sure that you're smart about where you're putting your people. If you see potential issues or potential party people checking in, make sure you do not put them next to, groups like that, like pilots and flight attendants, because yeah, they do need to sleep because they have a job to do, and it's called flying a plane. Okay, so minimizing noise is for everyone though, but I'm just using that as an example. Okay. Number 9, being self-sufficient when possible. What does that mean? Using available resources like a hotel app, right? So if you have access to the app, a lot of these a lot of hotels now have apps where you can check in online, you can access your key online, you can do a lot of different things. You can even, any requests, you can put them in the notes online, and it goes directly to someone that's monitoring that. So take advantage of the new technology if you can, and that way you don't even have to worry about the front desk. So, and that's being self-sufficient, okay? That's allow staff to manage their time effectively and assess more guests efficiently. So the less people that go to the front desk, stress level for the front desk people is lower, right? And they're able to help more people. And if you're self-sufficient, you don't need to go down there at all, right? Just put it on the app. I'm going to order room service. Okay. I need an extra set of towels. Boom, goes to that person and get your towels or whatever you requested. So let's make sure we're self-sufficient where we can be. And number 10, recognizing their efforts. Example of that, acknowledging and thanking staff members for their hard work especially those who go above and beyond. So if someone did something for you, they got you these tickets to the ball game and you didn't think you'd be able to go, and it was a special night, well, make sure you take care of that person that did that. That's the concierge, someone at the front desk, whoever they are. Make sure you take care of them. You recognize their efforts. Give them a tip, or you just let their manager know, hey, so and so did a great job. We're able to go to the game. It was the greatest game ever, and blah blah blah. And it was because of her, and this and that. Oh my God, whatever. So just make sure we're doing those things. So this was, once again, this was 10 things hotel employees appreciate from guests. Okay, so if you didn't get it in its entirety, you can check it out on my website blog page. So go to my website, russellhotels.com, go to the blog, you'll see these same things there, or you can rewind this because it's gonna be on the replay, right? I don't delete these things. So there you go. So by showing appreciation and understanding, guests can help create a positive and enjoyable experience for both themselves and hotel employees. And that's what we want, right? Boom. Don't forget that every Tuesday on Air with Russell of Hotels is live here on LinkedIn, YouTube, and X, with the replay on those same platforms as well as Facebook. So just go to my Facebook page or go to my LinkedIn page, either Russell L. Edmond, Edmond, my last name, or go Russell of Hotels. Either one, you'll find me, and I'll be there. I'll be there. So yeah, so 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I'm in Los Angeles, just in case you did not know that. And this will be show number 259, I believe. Yeah, 259 shows. Who would have thought? I would have done one show, let alone 259. Anyway, any questions at all, feel free to email me at russellofhotels.com, or you can go to my website. You can even call me, right? My phone number is on my website, russellofhotels.com. You can do all those things, or you want to DM me, instant message me, whatever platform you're on. I'm on every single platform out there known to man. So feel free to, give me a jingle or send me a message, slide into my DMs, however you want to do it. I'm here for you. I'm a resource to anything in this industry. I consult hotels. I do hotel site selection. I do content creating. This is creating content, right? Doing these lives is creating content. In fact, tomorrow I'm going to have another topic. I'm not even going to tell you. I'm just so excited about it, but I can't remember what the topic is going to be. But I'm going to have one tomorrow. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. You know how I always talk about let people know who you are, what you do, and how you can help? Well, I'm going to go off on that tomorrow, okay? So it's all about your brand, right? How about creating your brand, brand awareness, and all that stuff. And those 3 things that I just mentioned, that catapults you into creating your own brand, right? Or helping you or assisting you with your brand. So who you are, let people know who you are, what you do, and how you can help. Just those 3 things alone, just wait till tomorrow, okay? So make sure you remember tomorrow at, I don't have a time though, right? Between 12 and 3 o'clock tomorrow. Kind of like the same time. Let's just say 1 o'clock tomorrow. But yeah, I'm going to do it tomorrow, and make sure you're there to check it out. And if you're not there, that's okay. The replay will be there. Of course, we always want people to be live and to make comments and all that stuff. But if you can't, I understand. Just go with the flow. So anyway, that is it. So I'm at 29 minutes. What did I say? Between 20 and 30 minutes. Boom. I made it. Anyway, that's it. You guys have a great day. Thank you so much for joining this daily check-in with Russell of Hotels. Remember, I do this daily check-in Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. On Tuesdays, I do On Air with Russell of Hotels. This coming Tuesday will be show number 259. There you go. Countdown to 300. But anyway, that is it. You guys have a great day. As always,